The President has directed all U.S. government agencies engaged overseas to combat the criminalization of LGBT status and conduct.
The Obama administration just became the latest Western government to declare that it would be seeking to push for the recognition of gay rights as human rights.
Some seem to believe it is a Western phenomenon, and therefore people outside the West have grounds to reject it.
Just a month ago, British Prime Minister David Cameron also expressed similar sentiments, saying UK aid would be tied to respect of human rights, including gay rights. And now the US government, one of the largest donors to Uganda, has declared that any attempt to criminalize gay rights would not be accepted.
I am talking about gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender people, human beings born free and given, bestowed equality and dignity, who have a right to claim that, which is now one of the remaining human rights challenges of our time.
In many African cultures, gay persons are shunned, and the latest move by the US government is likely to be met with resistance.
Being gay is not a Western invention. It is a human reality.
We have a lot of admiration to President Obama. He's a man who inspired the whole world, a man who stood on the platform of change. But we think homosexuality is not the change the world is looking for. It's the evil that the world should fight.
Last year, the Ndora West MP David Bahati went as far as to push an anti-homosexuality bill, but that was in the 8th Parliament, and while it gathers dust on the shelf waiting for the 9th Parliament to bring it up, the US has taken a stand, one that could mean cutting aid to Uganda if it does not take the call.
If the US is tagging its money to that, then I think we'd rather do minus that money.
We regret, as Ugandans, that such a statement was pronounced by people who should have cared for the entire humanity.
What the MPs call a foreign culture, Clinton calls a human reality. She says gay rights are human rights. So do we need a new law to check the activities of gays in Uganda?
Actually, we should evolve a policy of don't ask, don't tell. Nobody should tell about his sexuality openly, and nobody should ask about one's sexuality.
Whether this is a strategy by the US to garner support for President Obama in 2012, or whether it is just the strong beliefs of a leading nation, it definitely raises a number of questions about the choices Uganda will have to make if push comes to shove. In October, British Prime Minister David Cameron threatened to withhold aid to countries that do not respect gay rights. Now, US Secretary of State Hillary Clinton says the US will tag its aid to the observance of gay rights. Most African countries heavily rely on foreign aid. So will Uganda blink and bow to the pressure? Josephine Karunji, NTV.